Hello and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5, Blueprint Mastery, Door Systems and Interactive Portals. Previously, we started with our shortcut door. We added a new enumerator to our door state, the locked state. We saw that it didn't change anything in our code because it's not recommended to add new enumerators after you have already used it in a bunch of places. But it didn't matter for us because we have very small code, and we updated the widget to say, not in the double door, in the new shortcut door. We updated to say if it's in the front side of the player, seems locked, if it's on the back side, unlocked, and we created this is front side pure function with the code that we used in the calculate direction. We also separated the animation of the door from pressing E, which leads to checking if the door is locked. If it's locked, it's playing our shortcut lock mechanic. If it's not, it's playing the animation. When we are on the back side of the door, we are unlocking the door and we are changing the material because we set the material to be one with a red glow, where now it will, when we unlock it, it will be the normal one. But we left it off without creating a rattle. So let's create the rattle. Let's make a new custom event. Let's call this custom event door rattle. And here we will need a timeline again. I'm just gonna copy this timeline over here and I'm gonna press play from start. But I think we do have a sound for a rattle, so I'm gonna just play sound to the first and then play from start the timeline. And I think the sound is called rattle. Yeah, door rattle cue. Here we are. Now let's figure something out. How long should the door rattle for? I think 0.5 it's fine. Let's make it a little bit more. Let's say 55. Not 0.55, not just 55. It would rattle for 55 seconds. Well, depends on the person who's trying to open it. Let's say 0.55 and let's set the value to 0, because on the beginning and the end it should be on the same position, like the player is trying to open it but really can't. Now, how we are going to create the rattle? Well, for me the solution right now it's pretty simple, but the rattle will not be really perfect, but it's gonna be a rattle. I'm just gonna press shift and just click random points below 1 and above -1, and maybe move them a little bit closer. Let's say he's pushing, and let's say he does a pull here, and then he does a big push, and then he keeps pushing this way, and then releases, and then drags again, and then pushes again one last time. I don't know, something like this. you can play with it a lot. Like, what we can do to make it a little bit smoother could be use the auto function, and as you can see it makes it smoother, but in my opinion having harsh back and forth might look better for someone trying to open a door. I'm gonna leave it like that. If you want, you can select them all and do the auto thing, like selecting them and doing auto to interpolate between the points. Now, what do we do on the update with this alpha? Well, of course, we're gonna lerp, and we're gonna lerp. This will be alpha from 0 to 1.5. That's a comma. 1.5. Why 0 to 1.5? So these are the degrees of the rotation. I'm just gonna copy the rotation node also, and this one, the door mesh, also the door reference. Now I'm gonna connect this here. Now, because I used negative values over here, minus from 0, this 1.5 will also be counting as a negative minus point, like an imaginary set point on the negative value. So this will go back and forth from this. And if it was more degrees, I think it would look not this good. Not that it will look very good right now, but it's more normal to have small degrees over here. Now, one last thing before we go test, let's connect the door rattle over here. So let's call it door rattle, and let's compile and save, and let's go play. And I haven't added the door on the map. There should be something missing. Let's add it on the map. Now this is the double door. This is the shortcut door. Where is the front arrow? Over here. We could change the arrow color so it doesn't match the gizmo, this gizmo over here, or make it a little bit bigger and thicker, but it's fine. To do that, you just go to the components of the blueprint, select the arrow, go to its details. Now, for me, this setup was created for something different. I'm just gonna change it to make gameplay-wise a shortcut door make more sense. I'm gonna select all this. I'm just gonna push them over here. Just gonna make them a little bit taller and push them upwards. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna bring this over here. Maybe over here. Now this you don't have to do. It's just, for me, it makes more sense as shortcut to annoy the player going around things. So having to do this distance compared to this distance is greater, so the player thinks, okay, maybe I should unlock this door, like it's really worth unlocking this door going from here to here instantly than going all the way around. Anyway, development issues. Let's progress. Let's bring the player here. Let's test the door. Okay, it's rattling. Says seems locked from the other side. Okay, I'm going this way. I have to go all this way around. Can I jump from here? No. Okay, I unlock it. I'm never doing this way again. I'm just gonna go straight to the next room. Actually, everything is unlocked right now, so I kind of won the game. But anyway, I think this is it for this one. We're gonna continue on the next with creating a switch and a door that opens with that switch. Goodbye for now. See you then.